there's supposed to be a process. Okay? But now, right now, what we'd rather do is like just everybody do everything versus follow a process that makes sense. Good morning, vlog! It's back to school Saturday, and nobody has any clue whether or not it's gonna be busy. We have definitely overplanned for the day. We have a full team here, and last year, back to school for spring semester fell on Wednesday, and now it's falling on Monday, so we think Monday's gonna be crazy busy. We think today's gonna be really busy, but we're really unsure. In the last vlog, nobody caught it except for one person, and that was my amazing wife, Shannon. She saw that I go, it's 2018 and I'm ready to crush it. And at the bottom, the date said January 2nd, 2017. So congratulations, Shannon, you win the prize. Oh, just wanted to send some love to Bentelli. They sent an amazing bouquet. Is that what you call those? A bouquet of fruit? An edible arrangement to Brad and Hannah for their engagement. I'm super excited for them, so thank you to those guys. I enjoyed a lot of it on their behalf. And let's get the day started. Hopefully it's gonna be crazy busy. All right, I gotta get pumped up. All right, we got the food, donut holes. Is coffee brewing? How are you? Our temporary recruits are back. Jess is in the house. How are you?
Good.
You have a good holiday?
Look, my
Happy New Year.
shirt matches the Brendium Beast shirt.
Yeah, it does.
My vendor gave it to me.
We got new lights. We took down Christmas and then put up more Christmas lights.
Wait, what?
So all of this is new. We have it going all the way around, colored lights. It was funny, as Angela was taking lights down from the holidays, Lee's putting other ones back up. It was pretty funny. I have completed a contract to do some influencer stuff, so I'm excited about that. That starts on Monday with back to school. I'm really, really interested to see how that goes. I've never done that before, where you have somebody promoting us on their account. So I'm interested to see how that goes. One of the things that we're doing for the first quarter is really trying to motivate our team to remember to ask for Google reviews. I think Google reviews are extremely important. Yelp reviews, any review site is extremely important to letting outsiders, that first impression. Somebody goes and they're, looking up Gainesville scooters and they come across our business. That first impression is so important, and reviews matter. And I think a lot of the time when you're in a retail shop or as a team member in a retail shop, you just don't recognize the opportunity to ask. So what I've done for the first quarter is I'm trying to motivate the team a little bit to remember to ask, oh, this is an opportunity where I can say, hey, could you please leave us a Google review? And in doing so, if we get 80 plus 5-star reviews, then we're going to buy the team a kegerator for those Friday afternoon team meetings or team get-togethers here at the shop. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I just like the team collaboration, everybody coming together to achieve just a fun little goal to go after. So we'll see if we can accomplish it. 3 months, 80 reviews. Let's see if we can do it. Hey guys, organizing them out there by groups, by type or something, or?
Yeah, so yesterday we pulled them out and organized them by model.
So they're in by model right now?
And then they kind of put back in by model. So they're a little organized by model except for that one room.
Yeah.
So we pull
We
them
want
out.
to be like, well, if there's a buddy, it'll be in this group.
In the
Are
buddy
you guys
section.
going to try to just bring them inside today, or are you going to try to send people out the back?
No, there's... Well,
Because I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure out how we
well,
get.
Oh, customers?
We need to get the pancake compressor then and put it out here, and
Yeah,
the
well.
tires right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't plan on bringing them in.
Can we put it out front?
Not this many, not
Where the
many
water
people
hose
are gonna
thing
be
is?
on.
By the, like, that back exit to the shop?
Last year.
Last year they all came.
They
this
all
way,
came.
They grabbed and they left.
But we had a
It was
table, we had a
easiest
tent,
thing.
we had it roped
Yeah.
off, we had everything. I mean, it was awesome last year, so I want to make sure it was awesome this year.
Gotcha.
So
They didn't get a tent set up. I'm sorry. I didn't do
Awesome is efficient this year.
I need.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a tent still?
Yeah, it's right here underneath the.
We do. I need a tent, a table set up outside for storage because it's not getting done, and I'm starting to get frustrated. Well, like our team handles chaos really well. Like I know what will happen. There will be spurts, and maybe not today, but definitely Monday. There will be spurts where we have 20 people show up all at one time, and it's gonna feel like all of a sudden like a huge rush, and you're gonna feel flustered and that kind of thing. So I just like to be as prepared as possible. So getting the scooters pulled out, getting them warmed up, getting them just getting organized, so that way you can execute in the best fashion is what I'm trying to complete this morning. So I felt a little unprepared. I felt like we did not have that ready to go because I had to start grabbing tables, tablecloths, tents, things that should have been done, but were not. But I'm not worried. Like we still would have been fine. It would just would have taken longer. Again, I don't want to keep customers waiting. By being prepared, by having everything set up and ready to execute, you're saving time.
Right.
Your time, the customer's time, and the customer after that that's waiting for you to complete the customer ahead of you. So that's why it's important to make sure that we are prepared and ready to execute. What am I looking forward today? Hopefully a day full of sales. Hopefully it'll warm up. It's supposed to get at least to 50 degrees, so it'll be the warmest day of the week so far. Florida.
It's crazy.
And but hopefully it'll be a little bit nicer, so that way we can sell some scooters. I anticipate selling a handful of scooters today. It would just be great if it were 15 plus units, but I have no idea. So we will just have to wait and see. This is only %15 of storage. Trying to get a rough number. This is about 15% of it. It's one room. In anticipation of the students coming back, it's a little cold outside. We're trying to get the scooters warmed up. Just pulling them out of the storage unit, getting everything running again, just making sure everything's nice and smooth for them, so that way they can just grab it and go. So that's all we're doing, just trying to warm ourselves up, but trying to warm the scooters up too.
I know people take notice of the little things, that their scooter's cleaner, their tires are inflated with air.
I mean, at least it's kind of cool that we're exposing them to that.
Yeah.
They might not realize it in the moment, you know?
Right.
It goes back to my values. It's like, treat others the way you want to be treated. Man, I remember one time I went to get my car after it had been rear-ended. It had body work done. When I dropped it off, it was like a complete mess, mud all over it, everything. I picked it up, it looked like a brand new car. And I was like, man, that just really stood out to me. And so I always continued to go there for service and stuff. I was like, man, that's awesome. So those little things make a difference. And so that always had an impression on me, and I'm always like, all right, anytime a customer picks up their scooter, we're always gonna check the tire pressure, we're always gonna clean it. Those little details, man, they matter. The hardest part about all this is creating the system to keep everything organized.
Yeah.
Because we sell so many of the same model, same color. I mean, how many white Intelli Sprints have we sold? You know what I mean? It's just like there's so many. I'm gonna want to find the keys to this one, make sure this wasn't done. This was really, really close.
Oh.
I want to make sure that we didn't do that.
Part of our process
whenever they drop them off is to circle the damage that exists on the scooter whenever it gets brought in. So we were just making sure that that was indicated on the sheet that's in the seat. Yeah, it was. So that we know that that didn't happen, otherwise we'd be repairing that blinker for the customer.
So what do you think of my new prize on, man?
I like it.
You like it?
It's cool.
Did they explain it to you?
Yeah.
They did?
I don't think
You think it's lame or you're like,
I think it's cool.
well, we'll see.
This, like, is this been here the whole time?
You're like, I don't remember this last time. Cool. Hello. How can I help you? But there's that, and I'm gonna go track your scooter down, and feel free to hang out. We got coffee and donuts. I'm gonna check the tire pressure and just wipe it down one more time, and then I'll bring it to you, okay?
Thank you.
Maybe we need to get here at 8 a.m.
Yeah. He's starting to figure that out pretty quick. Why do you think I was like trying to hustle my face off this morning to get this stuff done? Because I didn't want to be unprepared. So he just spent 30 minutes digging out a scooter because he was unprepared. That's what I was kind of saying to you yesterday. I was like, I'm all about like letting people fail and learn from their failures, but you want to fail bad and fall flat on your face. Why don't we put Tony out here? You and Hannah stay at the counter because everybody's starting to come in. Put Tony out here, let Tony stay out here with all this stuff. Start sending them to Tony like we did last year.
Like when I saw all these scooters, I thought the rooms were empty, and then a guy came in to pick up, and I had to go dig one out.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt this morning when everybody was like, Collin, stop freaking out.
Have we not been working since we
No,
got here?
I'm just saying.
There's just a lot of shit to do.
Exactly. It's called being prepared. That's what I'm complaining about. It's called being prepared. If we need to get here at 6 a.m. and pull all this shit out to be prepared, then that's what we need to do. But I'm trying not to, make that my decision. But right now, like, it doesn't help when customers are trying to buy scooters. I'm trying to keep things on the board. I'm trying to make sure things get prepped. And then there's storage customers. I can't go everywhere, so we need to like define everybody's roles.
I can't stay at the counter and stay out here too.
Exactly. So let's define the roles a little bit. Let's say, hey, you do this, you do this, you do this. If you need me to do that, then I'll do that. This is what I think.
I just don't
The
want.
team just feels a little scattered right now.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, for August when we had like the little morning meeting, it's like everybody knows what your role is. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. I didn't do that at this time because I just felt like I was trying to trust, that everybody understood what was about to happen. But it's all right, we'll get through.
Yeah.
We'll adjust.
1, 2, 3.
Whiskey! 1, 2, 3.
Whiskey!
Perfect. One more. 1, 2, 3.
Whiskey! So you guys know, one of my goals, and I think I talked about this already, is to make the scooter purchase process faster for those that really want to just get in and out, in and out, in and out. So we've tested what we call the haul ass pass. Okay, and what you can do is fill out a form online, and we're gonna go ahead and pre-fill all of the paperwork, so that way when you show up, your scooter already has the license plate on it. Like this is a new one, right? They did the haul ass pass. So they've got their scooters ready, so they're gonna show up, boom, ready to go. So it speeds things up. So that's why you saw some customers just jumping on their scooters and really just taking off. So it's in the beta phase. We're trying to work out the kinks, so we did it for a handful of people, but I hope by August you can sign up for the haul ass pass and get going if you are in the need to get your scooter and go fast. True story. Brad starts freaking out a little bit in the back there. Yeah. I can't believe like none of this stuff is pulled out. I'm back here, I'm trying to get scooter back. Keep going. Yeah. Oh, you're frustrated because you're not prepared because none of the scooters are pulled out. was only trying all morning to get everybody to prepare themselves for the day ahead.
What
And
time?
I was the bad guy this morning. Oh, Collin's getting all flustered. He's like freaking out a little bit.
I've just
No,
noticed this.
Collin
Did
is
you
just
touch my
experienced,
cup
and
on
he
fire?
knows what's gonna happen.
What time do we need to be here on Monday?
Brad's like, what's that? I'm like,
I don't know what time we need to be on Monday.
I'd say 8:30. Like I feel like 9 would be fine, but knowing that if we get it here at 8:30, we'd probably finally start working at 9. Like
Yes.
8:30 would be the time
They
I'd
just
kind of-
all they need to do is set that up before we open and have all that stuff pulled out. And they didn't do that. It was 10:15. We were still actually I did it for an hour this morning trying to help them, knowing that that was going to happen.
So you don't want to micromanage. At least that's what you said.
it smells like.
There goes my
To me, there's
Oh, I was like, well, what's
micromanaging would be delegating the task or telling what needs to happen, and then standing over them with every single part of the way they execute the vision. That's micromanaging. Giving them direction because you've been through this for 12 years and you know what it takes to get this set up so we can be successful, and saying, hey, so Brad, you need to have this, and this accomplished by the time and have them execute that is not micromanaging. That's providing direction.
Right, and so I think
there's
we're
an assumption that gets made that because Brad's done this, and even me, like, because we've done this and been a part of it for a while, that we automatically remember all the steps necessary to do this. And the truth is, it's not really true, especially for him being on the management side of things. He's been the guy doing it, not necessarily the guy planning it.
Right.
So he might need to be told, hey, so this is what needs to happen to make this as easy as possible. You need to have all the scooters brought out, you need to have them all started, you need to have them organized by model that way. He needs to know that and then execute it, and that's not micromanaging. That's setting him up to with a directive and telling him he needs to accomplish it.
where I failed is saying like we should have had a management meeting before today.
Maybe, yeah.
So I could have said, this is the process. This
'Cause
is
if
the
we
way.
got
This is
together-
the way things are going to happen. Are you going to be prepared? What time do you need to have your team here to make sure it happens?
Because Angela knew exactly where the tent was, where the table was, and all that kind of stuff. But then as soon as you ask somebody that doesn't know, and they're like, oh, I don't know. It's like, well, I know we have it. And you start getting frustrated. Where it's like, if you just pull everybody together and say, okay, you get this set up. Brad, you start bringing everything out. Get Tony with you and start,
It's not. It doesn't make things easier when like. I don't. It's not fair to say eye rolling, but that was the feeling I was getting this morning. It's like everybody's coming in, having some coffee.
Because everything's been
Start
so
the day.
chill.
We're gonna have some coffee. It's been chill. Like,
Right.
what are you doing? Let's hustle our faces off and get this ready for the start of the day. And I wasn't feeling that this morning. I was feeling a very,
relaxed.
very
Yeah, no, I get it.
No, so where I super failed is by not communicating. Say I should still say, all right, we need to have a team rally. We need to pull everybody together, make sure everybody knows what their roles are. And when I say we need to do these things, I mean you need to do these things.
Well, right. And so even that, it's like maybe on Wednesday, because let's be real, like, I mean, I do the best I can, just like we all do, but like, am I gonna remember that, yeah, last year it was a really good idea to have a team rally right before the Saturday? No. So like, if it gets to Wednesday and it comes across your mind, then maybe you say, hey Mike, have you thought about, pulling the team together on Saturday morning? I'm like, yeah, you know what, you're right, I probably should do that, and then I'll execute it. But it doesn't mean I'm gonna come up with the idea on my own all the time. And I think Brad's the same way, where it's like,
No, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
that's why I said I
like-
failed in that.
like you've done this for 12 years, no longer, but like you've done this for 12 years, so it's like
13 years.
yeah. So
14.
give it, like you've got the experience, you can still provide the directive without it being micromanaged.
Yeah, I wish we would have just. I feel like if we would have just had a management meeting before
Yeah.
today, it would have been really good.
That's all.
Next time.
Next time.
I mean, that's really all.
It's like 1, 2, 3.
Whiskey! Whiskey! 1, 2, 3! Whiskey! Yeah! I think overall the day was a good one.
Yes.
This morning, I would say it was a little rough for me, but overall, it was a good day.
Transitioning.
Yeah.
You're gonna do
Transitioning.
well.
Glad that the wall seems to be hitting it off pretty well.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that continues to go. This is it for today. School starts on Monday, so welcome back, students. We're excited that you're here. Have a great 2018 spring semester. We'll see you later. Bye.
We're out.